Yo, check it. Hey, what up? You are back for another video with Datazero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, SPY. We also look at Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market as well. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. This is your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. Without wasting any more of your precious time, let's go and hop in the charts, facts, data. Let's go.
All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Datazero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. We're going to be looking at the overall crypto market as well. Let's go ahead and hop right in and show you guys what's going on for AMC. AMC still in this falling wedge, and falling wedge still in play. They were shorting heavily today, but AMC managed to maintain the levels and even starting to push to the upside here. You guys can see here on this 4-hour time frame getting this bullish candle to the upside, and we do have this bullish hammer candle here on the 4-hour time frame as well. Now we are still inside of the falling wedge here on TradingView, and I told you guys as long as we remain inside the falling wedge here on TradingView, we'd be looking good for a continuation and a push to the upside. The falling wedge is really what we want to see a move to the upside to get that momentum. Now the falling wedge has a price target of $5 and $5.50 if we do break out of it. So if we do, that will give us that push that we need, that gamble ramp to get above that $6 level where we could potentially see that bigger move that we are looking for. And last time we did get above that $6 level, you guys can see we pushed all the way up to that $11, $13 range. So again, if we did get above that level, especially taking off from this higher base, we could definitely see a bigger push to the upside. Now you guys can see also as well a falling wedge is what popped off before. You guys can see we had this falling wedge here, and that's what gave us this big move to the upside. Well, guess what? We also have this falling wedge, and that is what could also lead us having that big move to the upside. Again, having this falling wedge here and this falling wedge here, which could give us that big pop to the upside that we are looking for AMC. So I am bullish on AMC still. I think we're looking good as long as we remain inside that falling wedge. I think we could see a continuation to the upside, and again, this is remaining tracking. In my personal opinion, if we did break down out of the falling wedge, that would obviously negate the pattern. But as long as we keep these bullish technicals, I think we're looking good. And I think tomorrow we are actually set up to break to the upside and potentially have a bullish day. I'll explain why. You guys can see that we have this bullish hammer candle here on the 4-hour time frame. Also, I want to show you guys what's going on here on the 2-hour time frame. We have green MACD. Also on the 1-hour time frame, we have green MACD. 30-minute time frame, we have green MACD. Bollinger Bands constricted here on the 1-hour time frame, and we're attempting to get above the blue medium line. If we get above that blue medium line with these Bollinger Bands constricted, we could see a decent pop to the upside. I think we're going to be fighting tomorrow to get a pop back inside of the falling wedge, and once we do, you're going to see a decent pop to the upside for AMC stock, pushing us to the upside, and then potentially seeing a breakout either tomorrow or Wednesday. Again, I told you guys I think this week is going to be a recovery week for the meme stocks, and I think that is going to be the case. So I am bullish for AMC. I want to see AMC break above that $5 level, giving us that gamma rant that we need, and I want to see us maintain these levels. If we did come down and fill this gap fill, low end of the gap fill sitting at $4.39, it's not doom and gloom. It's not all over. Gap fill starts at $4.44. Again, if we did come down and fill it, it's not all over. Expect that. It's a potentiality. They are shorting very, very heavily, but AMC is holding its levels. They've been dumping shares on this thing all day long from pre-market to the end, and we still managed to push the upside. So we are looking good in my personal opinion. Want to see cost of borrow levels come up, but again, they are diluting the stock. GME, you guys can see 0.65% because of that recent dilution. Cost of borrow not looking good at all. AMC has had a lot of dilution, but it's had time to deal with it, so cost of borrow is kind of high. It hasn't had that recent dilution just recently as GME, so you guys can see 1.90%, but dilution absolutely crushes things like cost of borrow, and cost of borrow is indications of price going up for AMC and GME. So we want to see those levels go up, and we don't want to see any more dilution. You guys can see cost of borrow going up slightly for AMC because they are shorting so heavily, but they have to short a lot to really drive that price up, and they do need a lot of shares now because the float is expanded. But there is pros and cons to that, but they get a lot more benefits from diluting the stock than they do things that hurt against them. But neither here nor there. It is looking good for AMC to have a potential reversal back to the upside, breaking back inside of the falling wedge here on Webull, and then getting that pop to the upside. And again, as long as we remain inside the falling wedge on TradingView, which we're nicely tucked inside of, I believe we're going to see this move that we are looking for based off of all of my data. And again, it could not happen. This is just my research and due diligence. Do not YOLO trade on this. This is just what I'm looking at based off the charts, facts, and data. Let's go ahead and show you what's happening for GME. GME looking really good. GME breaking that overall downtrend. You guys can see that we have this overall sloping resistance. If you were to draw a trend line from here down, you can see that we have a sloping resistance. We broke above that sloping resistance, able to end that downtrend. It looks like GME is gonna go for a retest and break out of the falling wedge. You guys can see that we have this falling wedge here. It looks like tomorrow was set up for that breakout of that falling wedge, which we'll see a pop to the upside and then potentially a move towards that $25 to $30 level. And again, if GME gets to $30, you guys know what happens with GME when it gets to $30, especially if you watch my video over the weekend. You'll know that once GME breaks above $30, that's normally when it starts to run. You guys can see those white lines. That's when it pumps above $30, making those bigger moves to the upside. And we do have this overall falling wedge that we're breaking out of here on TradingView, and it looks like we're going to break out of it on Webull as well tomorrow, and it looks like we're breaking out of it right now on TradingView, riding the top of it, and we're going to see a pop to the upside. So looking really, really good for GME. They do have sell walls around that $26 and $30 level. It looks like they are anticipating a move, as they have been trying to short the meme stocks heavily, and they do have those sell walls in place ready for if GME breaks a move. It looks like the overall fractal is playing out where GME potentially could be seeing this bigger pop to the upside, especially once we break out of this falling wedge. So if GME starts to run, don't say I told you so. Again, don't YOLO trade on this. It could not happen. They could try to manipulate. There's several things going on because they just recently diluted. We have to see how this plays out. But the fact that we haven't broke below the $20, we're maintaining these higher levels. Things look good, and the facts that we're making this falling wedge is really impressive, and I do think GME is setting up to break out to end this overall downtrend. And again, I told you guys, reversal week for meme stocks. They've been in an overall downtrend from these higher levels. It looks like they are trying to reverse and push back to the upside. So I think we're going to see upside for AMC and GME this week, not financial advice, and that could lead to a bigger pop to the upside that we are all looking for, and a rally that I know we will all enjoy. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC and GME. Bitcoin overall having a huge sell-off. They are absolutely, then again, this is speculation, but I feel like they are absolutely dumping Bitcoin to try to get liquidity. That is speculation. I feel like these hedge funds and market makers are not really solvent, and I feel like when you see things like this, it's evidence that the market is going to sell off. And every time we do see Bitcoin selling off like this, the market sells off crazy. And this is all due to a theory that I have, that they sell Bitcoin to get cash quickly, to try to hedge for margin calls and get liquidity. So that's just a little theory that I have. It's nothing proven or anything like that. But Bitcoin definitely selling off. You want to watch this technical level here of 60,000. If we can get back above that level, we could see a push back to the upside. And we are extremely oversold right now here on Bitcoin. Oversold all the way up to the daily time frame. So definitely buyers, smart buyers, will be stepping in at these levels. Definitely a great deal. Outside of the Bollinger Bands, extremely oversold. So there is a chance that we could see a snap to the upside on Bitcoin in a big way. Now, if Bitcoin continues to dump and we lose the levels of 58 to 59,000, you could see this thing push down towards that 55 to 50K level, not finding support all the way down towards 50K. So watch out for that potential move to the downside, as we could flush to the downside hard on BTC. But I'm thinking what most likely is going to be happening is we're going to see a return bounce, as these RSI levels are extremely oversold, and I think we're going to see a return bounce to the upside and a potential recovery for BTC back to the upside. In my personal opinion, that might not happen, but I think BTC is actually about to bounce in a decent way back up, because these levels are just extremely oversold, and it's a great deal on BTC, and smart buyers are going to see that and definitely snap that up. So I think Bitcoin will return back to the upside, but I think it's being flushed down at the current moment. So right now, what's going on with SPY breaking back down inside of the bear flag on the macro time frame. We talked about this on the weekly outlook and prediction. I drew a line giving you guys a prediction that we would break back below the 543.47. So we did break below that 543.47 level, and we did see a big flush to the downside, as I did anticipate. If we did break below that level, you would see a big breakdown, and that's exactly what we saw. It looks like SPY might be setting up for a potential top. Again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It might just be a local top before an overall push to the upside, but things are starting to get frothy and people are selling off in NVIDIA. Insiders are absolutely taking profit in NVIDIA. Again, it's no secret. Everyone can see the data that insiders are taking profit on NVIDIA. So people are taking profit. Smart money is taking profit, and NVIDIA could be potentially reaching a top. When you see these type of bearish engulfings and things like that, and then you continue to drop down, those are signs of extreme bearishness. We also have daily MACD here on the daily time frame starting to go red. So I think NVIDIA could be in store for even more downside, which would take the market with it. So again, the market could be seeing an overall top. You want to watch Apple as well, because they are going to try to use Apple to hold the overall market up. But you guys can see Apple overall having a little bit pullback as well. And I talked about this in my weekly outlook and prediction, letting you guys know that Apple looked frothy, NVIDIA looked frothy, and they both look like they were due for a pullback. And if they both pull back in conjunction with each other, things could just get bad, and we could see a sell-off. If the market did absolutely start to crash, you would definitely see Bitcoin pull back with it, but I think Bitcoin would definitely get a decent bounce. I don't think it would just continue to dump, but we would have to see, as the crash could be unprecedented with these levels that we are at right now. And that's not to scare anybody, but SPY has just been absolutely ripping, and when you pump hard in the market, you always come down faster. Like if you go up fast, you go up the stairs, but you go out the window. You go up slow, but you go down faster. So if you went up fast, you're going to go down even faster. And it's scary how high and how fast we went. Volume overall on a downtrend, RSI hitting these overall overvalued levels. SPY not looking good. So I think SPY could be seeing more downside. You want to watch for this level here, 543.47. If we can break back above that level, you could see a potential recovery. But if we use that level as resistance and confirm it as resistance tomorrow, and you see it confirmed, that means more downside to come in a big way. So watch for that level, and I will be clocking it on the live stream. So make sure you guys tune into the live stream to get more updates and predictions. Guys, this was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates, and I appreciate it if you watch the end of this video to see this message. If you want to support the channel for free, just leave a like and drop a comment. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can check out the merch store link down below and get a t-shirt and or hat coming in different sizes and colors. And I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and I appreciate it if you watch to the end of the video to see it in its entire context. And if you want to support the channel for absolutely free, leave a like and comment down below. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.